Okay, but I don't. That's the thing is, I don't agree.
You don't agree? You just said I was right.
No. I'm talking about this is an outside situation.
Okay.
Outside of this situation in general.
Oh, okay.
And let's say, like just for instance, you can use you as me.
Okay.
So I'm just using me.
Okay.
You can be you.
Oh, I'm me.
If you want to.
Okay, I want to be me.
So pretend that you're me.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna pretend that you're you.
Nah.
Wait. But are you me?
Just perspective.
Okay,
we are
I'm
each
you.
other. We are each other.
Okay. I am you.
We're
You are
one
me.
and the same.
Okay. I am the Eggman.
But we're gonna call it Brandon.
Okay. I am Brandon.
So yeah, like if say I'm in a discussion.
Okay.
And then I say something absolutely brilliant, which happens
All the time.
I
right?
mean, not as much as you'd think, not as much as one would imagine.
I don't know, man. I find you saying pretty brilliant stuff all
Thank
the
you.
time.
Thank
Although,
you.
to be fair, I am always really stoned.
Just making sure my surroundings are correct here, because I mean, yeah, okay. So if I say something, if I say.
Okay, so
if we're in a conversation, if you and I as one,
as me, I am still you.
yes, we're still
So
we
when
are
you
still
say-
Brandon.
so when you say-
you're just looking through the eyes of a Brandon that's a
Okay.
Jorge on the inside.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so if we are in a discussion with somebody and present facts are argued against, debated,
Okay.
and then I go, no, here's the thing, here it is, because I didn't rely on myself for that information.
Right.
I
Facts
did
are
that.
facts, man.
And then there's still argument. And then it's like, at what point am I allowed to go, this is pissing me off?
I think at the exact moment when you present with someone with cold, hard, undisputed facts, and they're like, nah, that's when I think you can just let loose. Because at that point, it's like telling someone, hey, man, 2 + 2 is 4. And they're like, nah.
Yeah, no, 2 + 2
Nah.
equals chair.
Nah.
I can't remember whose punchline that is.
Brian
Regan, maybe.
I know Pop Jermaine has like 2 + 2 = 5 tattooed on him.
Does he?
Yeah, because I think it's about how like it's perspectives, or not everything is what you think it is, or whatever.
Yeah,
but
facts
are facts.
The facts are facts.
So I'm with you, man.
Facts
The
are
minute
facts.
you say these are the facts and you're like clearly explaining them, the
Yeah.
minute someone's all like, no,
Yeah.
that's when you can get pissed off, because like, I'm done with this conversation if you
Yeah.
can't accept facts.
Yeah, we have to determine that certain things mean certain things.
Yeah.
Because you can have whatever you want inside of your head, and you
Yeah.
know that's fine. But we all do share a common space,
Right,
and that space is what we have determined to be reality.
right.
So
It's not like saying, hey, man, this is a table right here,
Yeah.
and then you telling me, well, it's also a chair, and you sit on it and proving me like, okay, it can still be.
Yeah.
It's not the same, man.
Yeah.
Some facts
that's right.
are fucking facts.
That's right. Fucking, I saw Tyler the Creator do he was doing an interview one time, and he was talking about how you can be whatever you want to be, and I got his point. But what he said was, "I'm a table," and then he bent over, and a friend of his put something on him, and yes, okay, he was a table.
He's a table.
That's fine. He was a table, but when he stood up, that table fucked up.
Yeah.
That table fucked up.
Well, at that point, he ceased to be a table.
And then what are you doing to the psyche of those other tables that can't get up? Yeah. What are you?
The tables who have no
how
mobility.
dare you?
Wow.
How dare you with your standing able non-wood self?
Wow, dude. Is that cultural appropriation?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, he's stealing table culture, man. Who's he?
Well,
He's never
I don't
fucking
know
been a
that
table
he's
before.
stealing table culture.
He's using it in his
because,
performances.
Well, I've never seen a tree.
Okay.
I've never seen a tree be like, you know what I'm gonna do? this is gonna be wild, but I'm gonna get some legs.
Oh shit.
Fuck these roots.
I
I
never.
want legs.
You know,
I
to
feel
that
like
point,
these roots
I've
are
never.
keeping me held down. Yeah.
You gotta
Sorry,
build
man.
those fucking
Yeah,
roots,
you
man.
got, man. I mean, hopefully those
you
roots
know-
will turn into legs.
If a fucking rapper can be a table, why can't a table be a rapper?
Well, millions of dollars helps.
Well, okay.
You're the most expensive table ever.
Oof, that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
even-
believe in each and every table out there, man. And look,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to be a rapper, I got you.
You're gonna have to get rid of that metal. But,
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
get some different legs.
You take the metal off of that table, and it's not a table anymore. Wood has become dependent on metal.
It has.
It has.
It has.
They are. Let's say they have a symbiotic relationship these days.
My wood has definitely
Created by man. We're great.
Yo, my wood has definitely been dependent on metal these
Yeah,
days.
I bet this dude is getting hard-ons for robots. So welcome to Under the Influencers. My name is Brandon Bruffett. I'm your host today. Well, every day, every
Every day.
Wednesday, every Wednesday,
Every Wednesday.
just every
You're
Wednesday.
not someone else.
And this
every
comes out
Wednesday?
on Thursdays, so that's real fucked up.
Every Wednesdays, Brandon Bruffett is your Thursday host.
That's right. And I'm just a Jorge on the inside.
And I'm just a Brandon.
And I
on
brought
the
him here today to meet you. So, guys, welcome,
everybody.
Jorge Velazquez.
Hey, everybody. I am Jorge, and I am just a Brandon on the inside.
You're a Brandon on depending on when it's on the outside.
Sometimes it's on the outside.
We're just the same guy. We're just the
Oh,
same
man.
guy.
Well, thanks for having
Our
me.
inner light is the same. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for
man.
coming out, man. I'm glad you could make it in the rain. Did you swim here?
No, I fucking Ubered, man. What
Because-
is that a racist joke?
No.
'Cause I'm Mexican?
No, not at all, man. No, because I drove over a drawbridge that had
Yeah.
2 different floods on it.
Holy shit, man.
On the fucking bridge.
Oh.
What is that?
It's New Orleans.
Man,
It's
I
what
was
it
like,
is, man.
God
Welcome.
damn, part of the fucking bridge, just part of it.
Bro,
in-
all of
in the
New
middle.
Orleans is fucking sink. The only reason New Orleans hasn't sank is because we were floating on a very thick layer of Mardi Gras beads.
Hey, you know what? there's something to be said for that. But, you remember just a couple of years ago, they pulled like 40 tons
Yeah.
of Mardi Gras beads out of like,
The fucking drainage system.
out of a half mile of it. Just like a half mile.
Yeah.
The fucked up thing to me was they'd been having problems with flooding over there for a long time.
Yep.
What made y'all not check the drains? How was that? How was that the last thing? After fucking 2 years of trying to figure out what was going on with these flash floods over here, we decided to stick a camera down the fucking pipes. And guess what? Yeah, we were sweeping trash into those things the whole time.
But you don't fucking say.
42 tons worth of it. God damn it.
Yeah, nah, man. It's New Orleans,
This
man.
is the worst thing.
This city is one of the laziest cities in every aspect.
I remember watching the show Treme, and there was a scene where it was like middle of the day. There was a contractor. He was in a bar. There were a couple of people just sitting at the bar, and he said something. But the line was like, "Yeah, y'all got a defective work ethic."
Yeah, they do.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty much true."
Bro,
It's like-
I just came back from 2 weeks in LA,
Yeah.
right? My hometown. I love it there.
Yeah.
Everything moves at like what I would call a standard pace. If something happens,
You would call LA a standard pace.
Yeah, I mean, if
Okay.
something needs to
Okay.
get done, it gets done in a timely manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are a
Yeah,
little
except
more in
for
a hurry there.
police reform and
Well,
shit like
you
that.
know, let's just
prison
admit when it
reform,
comes to
that's-
social
that's
issues, they
taken a
never
while.
move as fast as we'd
Yeah,
like
right.
them to.
Yeah.
But like in every day-to-day life and business and everything, right? Even down to your fucking fast food workers.
Yeah.
Everything moves at a timely manner. Out here, you fucking get nothing. Nothing
Yeah.
gets done. Ever. Yo, my fucking street is being repaired, and my neighbor was all like, "Oh, this is it." They're all like, they're saying that they're going to be done in like 60 days, but
Yeah.
you know that
It's
there's
good to-
one company that comes and tears up the street
Yeah.
and then cleans it up. And then you got to wait for another separate company to come in and actually fucking, and they're like, and who knows when they get brought in. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, it's crazy, man. I mean, you remember Napoleon, the homeowners association
Yeah.
over there, had to file that lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know, they filed a class action, man.
The repair that had been going on there forever.
Yeah, forever. It was that was
Ever.
that was uncalled for. It really was.
Yeah, but it's New Orleans, man. But you know what? As weird as it is to be here, there's a lot of good shit in it, man. Like, I like being here because I feel like it's giving me a place to grow.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially in comedy.
Uh-huh.
Like, we have such a good scene. We have so many fucking great shows. I feel like this is a place where you can really develop.
Yeah.
And then, like,
It's
take it out.
becoming that.
It is.
It is becoming that.
It is, man. I love it. I hone my material here, or rather, like, I hone it here, and then I fucking take it out on the road. And then just sharpen it up right there.
Yeah, you do a bunch of little mini tours. You get out on the road a good bit.
I do, man.
What was the last time you went out?
L.A.
That was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just recent. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back last week.
And then
before that, I was in Miami like 2 weeks.
That's
before
right,
that.
Miami. You went down there with Brittany Bancroft, right?
Yeah. Brittany is my co-producer. She is my comedy partner. Like, we travel together. We help each other with jokes. I don't think there's anyone that knows my jokes as well as she is.
Yeah.
Like, when we first started being partners, like, we would legit sit down, watch each other's sets, and like take notes.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's been great having a partner that I can travel with. But I feel like I'm hitting my stride right now, dude. With the traveling.
My stride.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, because it's one thing to do good here, right? In New Orleans, your hometown. I feel like if I just stayed here, though, I'll never know if my jokes are universal.
If they're funny, yeah. If they're funny elsewhere, that's for sure, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's something amazing going into an open mic of all comics, and it's still being like, oh, this is still an audience for me.
Yeah, man.
And then making them laugh.
Oh yeah, it's stepping fresh into a place where nobody knows you, and being being tight, being polished, man.
Yeah.
It's like. They really take notice.
They do, man.
Because there's judgment beforehand, especially with hair like this. I mean,
I will say, man, my hair like makes me stick out. Everybody notices me. Everybody,
it does stick out. I was gonna say, man, if anything
Literally
does ever
sticks
get
out.
in your way, just put your head down, bro. They say keep your head up, but you put yours
on
down,
a
and
fucking
you just
hat.
march forward. Yeah, it'll be
but
fine.
it's been great, man.
It's been weird to watch both the transition. I mean, it's been great to watch both of them. The growth in you and the transition in this hair to match how the personality is all coming together. The act is coming together. It's all lining up.
I went through a rough couple years.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you know, like really rough. I had needed a lot of therapy and shit, and for a couple of years there, I didn't feel like I was a person.
Yeah.
And so as I've been sort of reemerging into life, I feel like I'm finally in a place where I'm like, oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Like before all that, I felt like I was sort of always evolving into me and trying out different things, different style, as we all do growing up.
Yeah.
But like the last couple of years, man, I don't know. I've been feeling so comfortable in my skin as a person, and like I feel like I'm finally just doing things and not giving a fuck. It's like like the mohawk.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I'd have been like, I can't have a mohawk.
Yeah,
That's gonna be so much attention.
But you still had the red patch.
See that?
So you were coming in. You were coming in.
Right. It was like little by little. It was like I was shaping myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring by the time you find like when you get rounded out.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, because right now you're
I'm
getting
rounding
to
out
right
for
now
sure.
you're getting to the point.
Yeah.
Right now you're getting to the point.
No pun intended, right?
Absolutely intended. Right now you're getting to the point. And then eventually you'll start to go bald.
Oh, I'm already going bald.
Okay, so it's happening.
Yeah,
We're there.
Oh,
We're there.
yeah, that's why I have the mohawk.
Oh, dude.
I am giving this little piece of
Okay.
hair. It's time to shine. I'm like, your time is almost gone.
Yeah, the
bro.
focus has been on the rest of this head for too long.
Yeah.
But before the focus gets to this scalp,
Exactly.
you're gonna have your fucking moment.
It's gonna get its
Yeah.
15 minutes of glory.
That's what's
and
up.
then
So when
one
the
day-
red is gone, you'll be. That's Jorge.
That's Jorge.
I
man.
hope you don't die at that point.
I
Like,
I hope I do, because I hope this hair stays. I hope
Yeah.
to God I'm just thinning.
one little fucking
Just
like I'm a unicorn.
Just like
You're
fucking
not supposed to die.
like Charlie Brown, just the one fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still gonna dye it red.
Yeah, dude, that's all my papa had. My papa had one piece. I mean, it was like a one chunk of hair.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been about right here.
Yeah.
And boy, he made that motherfucker look like Elvis do for a long time.
Yeah.
That old pomade, you can't even get anything that fucks with that these days, bro.
Oh man, yeah, no. The only thing I'm really genuinely hoping for is that I just thinned
Yeah.
and that I'm not balding because
So
I did thin.
Thin
but
up there and thicker up here. You're
I'm
working in
hoping,
reverse,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the thickness from here is
Okay.
going to my pubes. You know.
No. I
It's-
was talking about the belly.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I will never ever
Man, this
even
is-
consider your pubes.
I'm waiting till I get some grays on my pubes. Hopefully, I can get it on the sides.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like when you get them here, it'll make
I
my.
get on just on the side.
Just on the
I
sides
got
of it.
male pattern graying around the cock.
I feel
yeah.
like it'll make my dick look distinguished.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm hoping that like, cause I don't think I'm gonna go bald on the head.
No.
But if I
You
ever
have
go
a great
bald,
head of hair.
thank you.
Yeah.
I have a
I'm
lustrous,
jealous, man. You have very lustrous hair. Thick. I could run my fingers through
Oh,
it.
you ought to
man.
see it, man, dude. You ought to see my baby pictures, man. That shit was like golden blonde. Like I look like, I mean, straight up, look, I look like something Hitler would have been like, yeah, fucking look at this. Yeah.
The shining example.
I
This
mean,
is
just
a perfect master race right here.
Blonde hair before I got all jaded and my shit started to gray. My eyes started to gray. I mean, Billie Eilish talks about
did that
ocean
get to
eyes
you?
and, huh?
Did that affect you like when you first started noticing white hairs?
I mean, I only really see them in my beard,
Yeah.
and
Well, that's where they're starting to come in on me. But like, I'll get one random one, right?
Yeah.
It's not enough for me to wanna leave
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
it just glistens and
Yeah,
it
it's just the one-
gleams
yeah.
out. It's like fucking, oh
It's
my
like a
God.
fucking mirror, you know.
Yeah.
You fucking move the right. It's fucking blinds somebody. And so I still pluck them, but I don't mind them. It's at that point, I think it's just vanity. It's like I don't have enough for you to be there.
Right.
You,
I
know?
got
You need more friends
But
to,
the thing
to join
is,
this
man,
club.
is those grays, those things come back faster, harder, thicker. Man, like dude, my grays. So with my grays, like if I turn and look at my beard inside, they're all sticking out way past the others. Yeah.
Why don't
so
you fucking trim them?
I do trim them,
And they
but
just
they
grow-
grow.
they just grow
they
faster?
They grow faster. They grow more coarse.
Well, you know, I
Yeah.
believe that.
We're talking about
I'm not
beard
saying you're
hairs
lying,
here.
but I believe it. No, I believe
Yeah.
it because it's like all of a sudden that one white hair will pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like
It
I don't
does.
see it growing. I don't see
Absolutely.
it being
Absolutely.
like it just one day
Yeah.
it's just there
It's
and
just
it is
there.
longer.
It is.
Somehow it is
Yeah.
just longer
Man,
than the rest.
I'm telling you, that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. And I used to tell my mom. My mom was like, I don't understand. How's your beard so dark? Your hair is so light, and your beard is so dark. And I was like, Mom, I'm telling you, this is the way that my body pushes evil out. It is. This is.
Oh, shit, man, you must have a lot of evil in you.
pushes it out. It pushes it out through my beard, bro. It pushes it. See, but my beard doesn't even connect. Like, I mean, like I got spaces here.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah,
My
but
shit, I'm very
that's
Joe
just shit.
Dirtish.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's just shit you
but
notice.
like you see, now that
Yeah.
shit's starting to turn white.
Yeah.
That's not a good metaphor, bro. That doesn't make me feel good about anything.
Bro, I think you look great. I think you pull it off. Also, I know you see all the patches. I don't see them. I don't see any of the patches.
Do I look distinguished?
Not yet. Not yet. It's got to be. Almost. Maybe if you had like.
I'm gonna be a fucked up looking person of wisdom with this. I mean, really. Like, I'm gonna have to change my whole style up, bro.
Yeah, man. You're gonna have to turn into a guru.
I don't know.
You should just let it grow really long. Just really long.
Dude, I can't.
No.
It won't get much longer than this, and it'll look real ratty, bro. You trying to do me bad, bro. You trying to do me bad. So we were talking about New Orleans being a good place to grow, and it definitely is, man. I remember, when I of course I started in Chicago, but when I came down, there were definitely people who aren't around now that were like, oh, you can't, New Orleans isn't the place for comedy. It's not the place for comedy, And then there have been people that have left, and then come back and been like, motherfucker. y'all started a whole goddamn scene on us.
Bro,
You know,
but
like,
not just that, like, it is the place for comedy. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I hope all the comedians here are fucking watching, because this is something I've noticed. As much as I travel, we are spoiled here. Mm-hmm. We are fucking spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. There have been some really good mics that died out, like Honda Wanda's Keto with a Q. That mic was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so low pressure. You
Yeah.
can go up there and fuck around, try out new material without being on like, oh, it's a wasted time, right?
Yeah.
And when I would ask people like, how come you guys aren't going to this? They're like, there's no audience. There's no audience. No, like, we don't get an audience there. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time if there's no audience.
Yeah.
Bitch, fucking go anywhere. Go anywhere else. Go to a major city, right? And these are comics who are like trying to make it, who want to make money, who are trying to, right? And I'm like, go to a major city. Good luck trying to get onto a mic or getting a free mic, getting more than 3 minutes. Like, everything in a major city is either a raffle, a bucket list, right? Or you have to pay, you have to buy a minimum of stuff. Like, we are, and there's either no audience or it's all comedians.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, they say, I mean, there's benefits to having an audience there. No doubt. But it is so limiting at the same time.
Well, because everyone treats it like a show.
Yeah,
And everybody
and
wants to do their material.
It is not a show.
It is not.
It's not a show. And I mean, I get like whatever. I mean, there should be, if you're going to, you know, they get creative on ways to do mics in other cities.
Oh, yeah.
You know, whatever kind of gimmick they have going on, or special benefit, whether it may be, you know, like a 12-mile limit. I don't know if they still do it, but
bowl.
used to do free food.
Oh, yeah, they still do.
On the, so I mean but that was a thing before even comedy was going on there.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Right, because it's a way to bring people in.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, they do those things to hopefully draw more people, but man, most of the time that shit fails.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. Like, there are a few that get through, but the fact is that having an audience, it
That's not what an
prevents
open mic
people from
is.
trying new shit, for
Yeah.
one. You know, it makes them just want to go kill that audience.
Yeah.
You know, and I get that. You know, but and people talk about, oh, bombing, you bombed it, man. Fucking, well, you know, what's your definition
look,
of bomb?
Here's the
you
thing.
know,
Here's
like,
the thing. It doesn't matter if you bomb or do well in an open mic.
It doesn't.
If you do well in an open mic, I hope to God it's because you're at the tail end of finishing up, polishing up this set.
Yeah. Or
right?
or if it's something special, like, you know, a booker's in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Right,
go
yeah.
ahead.
But you should not be afraid to fucking bomb at open mics.
No, not
and for
at all.
me this year, more than any that I've done this, I finally started to like not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I see a big like, I would go to places like Ugly Dog. Great fucking mic, by the way.
Yeah,
I fucking
absolutely.
love
Shout out Ryan
Rogers.
Rogers.
He is fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. I love that dude.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would go to his mic, big audience.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I would scratch out all the things I wanted to try and then write out my set, like a set that I knew was going to kill.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality here. It's like, oh, we go to mics to kill it.
Yeah.
Because we want an audience. When the truth is, fuck, this last Friday, I went up at Ugly Dog, wrote down all bunch of new shit I'd never said, dude.
Yeah.
So much fucking fun. I bombed, but I didn't bomb. Like, people fucking laughed, and I got off on stage with me laughing, people laughing, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Would I say I fucking murdered it, that I fucking killed it, that every joke? No.
No.
But I got at least 1 or 2 jokes that I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, there was something there,
Yeah.
and I can develop it, you know?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, man. I've heard a couple of the greats, Patrice O'Neal being one, Bill Burr being another. That if you are if you're killing at open mics, then you are not doing them right.
Right.
You know, and I totally get that, and that's why, you know, people will, you know, look, you know.
Again, the only time you should be killing it at an open mic is if it's a special
Yeah,
occasion.
if you're like auditioning,
Right.
I mean, that's a
or
different thing.
or if you've been working this set a while already and you're finishing it up. You're like, cool, this is ready
Yeah.
to be put.
And you work sets though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
I
talking
work
about that the
sets.
other night. That you work chunks at a
Not
time.
chunks. I work sets.
Well, yeah, but I'm okay. So yeah, but it's all together. Like it is that that 10 or 15, 5, 10 or 15 minutes, but
Usually
it's all
5.
together, and you
Yeah.
concentrate on that.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
But
I
not
found
at
that
first.
interesting.
Yeah, so not at first though. So at first, right? So you were talking about how you try out different little stuff, and then you see if
Yeah,
you
I'm
can put
just
them
jokes.
together.
I'm jokes.
So I do
like,
that in the beginning, right? So in the beginning, when I'm trying to find a set, that's when I do the let's just try out all these different things, see
Right.
what sticks. But then once I start finding like those jokes, I'm like, ooh, these are hitting. Then I start to develop a 5-minute set. Once I'm in that process, then that is what I'm focused on. I am focused on developing 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I think that's super important. Because here's the thing. For me, it's all about having those sets ready for when I get booked.
Yeah.
Because when someone books you, they're booking you because they saw stuff, and that's the stuff they want you to bring in. That's the stuff that you know is going to kill. I don't like, especially as a producer, as a booker, I don't like when I see someone at my show and they're like, oh, I'm trying out some new stuff. I'm like, it's like, no, why? I booked you because I know you're funny because you have this set.
Yeah.
That's what I booked you for. This isn't an open mic. You're not here to try out new shit. So for me, it's all about having the set for when you're booked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I will, dude, this set that I'm currently doing right now, the COVID plus the stoner stuff,
Yeah.
I realized that I've been working on that for an entire year.
Okay.
But that comes from starting with all of the individual jokes being thrown into random mics. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, these two can go really well together.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 minutes on that. And so I have been working on, if you take the set I'm doing and you break it down into jokes, I have been working on this that turned into the 5 for a year now. But it's killer.
Yeah.
I take it wherever and it fucking kills.
Yeah.
In LA, dude, it got me so many extra shows. It got I did an actual comedy club, and 2 days later they're all like, yo, you fucking did great.
Yeah.
Are you available next week?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm back in New Orleans, but I'll hit you up. They're like, please hit us up when you're back. It's like, so for me, that's what it is. The set
club?
is,
What club you
Comedy Chateau.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, it was
Hell yeah.
great.
Awesome.
It was fucking amazing.
what's
Shout
up.
out to Rosie Tran for helping me on that.
Yeah. Shouts to Rosie Tran, man. I love
Dude,
her.
I fucking love Rosie.
Yeah, she's a
she
sweetie.
is amazing. She is incredibly funny and incredibly humble
Yeah.
and
And
helpful.
she's stupid funny, man.
fucking ridiculously
She is
funny,
stupid
man.
funny. Yeah.
But so yeah, I do sets. I
Yeah.
do sets. It helps, I think, having some sort of flow. It helps the audience stay engaged because everything connects. Plus, when you've got a fucking set, that's when you can start building in things like smaller little punchlines or callbacks. Almost all of my sets have a callback.
See, I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to get to the point of where I have an arsenal of jokes, all of them, all of the jokes that I want to do at any time,
Yeah.
and that's because I never really know what kind of room I'm gonna step into.
But then that's why you develop different sets. And that's why I have different sets.
Yeah,
That's why
but I would worry. I would worry. Like, I mean, to work on a set for a year. I mean, a year seems like a long time for 5 minutes, but
It's not 5, though.
yeah,
It's not 5.
Yeah.
It is 10.
okay.
I've been working on a 10. But it is a very tight 5 because that's what we do most of the time, in mics. But it is actually a 10.
Yeah.
Right? So when I'm booked, it's a 10-minute set.
Yeah, and that's the yeah. I hear you there. I hear you
But
there.
again, a year, but it's nearly perfected.
Do you find that you're able to retain the stuff from before though?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's my thing is I want to be able to reach in and be real fresh with, like real tight with whatever it is that I'm doing. So like I'm still working in jokes that I started with, and that's been 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, so yeah, I have everything. Every
Yeah.
set that I've written that I think is killer, that I am ready to, I can
Right.
perform it word for word with the same emotional
dedication to
dedication as if I was just telling it. But
Yeah.
that's because each one of those sets I told for months. The sleep apnea stuff, bro. I worked on that for like
all your
all-
life.
all my fucking life.
Yeah, you're still working on that one. You'll be able to critique. You'll be able to adjust that one until you're dead.
But right, like
Until sleep apnea finally gets you.
for real, bro. I know how I'm gonna go.
sorry.
I'm just not
Sorry.
gonna wake up one day.
Oh, you know how you're gonna go? That sounds like a suicide prediction right there.
I just
I know how I'm going. God damn it, head first.
No, bro, we live in New Orleans. One of these days, it's gonna sprinkle a little extra hard.
And
The
you're
light,
just-
the
we're all
fucking
gonna
power's
drown?
gonna go out, and my fucking CPAP machine is gonna stop working, and I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so like all these sets, like I've told for months and months
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and months and months and months and months.
Yeah, 12 of them at least.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right. So, so they're like pretty much second nature. And also, if I ever don't remember anything, I write down everything.
Yeah.
Like even if it's a set that I already know, like the one I do right now,
Yeah.
I will still go to a show that I get booked on, open up my little notebook, and I will write it down.
Yeah.
Right. And then if anything new happens while I'm on stage, I'll go in and I'll make a note.
Yeah.
That way I can always go back
Yeah.
and look at like things and be like, oh, you did this set, but you forgot this joke tonight.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. But I love it, man. It's
Yeah.
like, and the thing too about having a set is having a set doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have individual jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at any moment, I
Yeah.
can pull out all of these jokes.
I bet you got a fire list of knock-knock jokes.
No,
No?
man.
Seem like the guy that would
Nobody-
ironically
because
have like I
nobody-
spent my first year and a half just really I'd not been exposed to a whole lot of comedy.
No, my first jokes were all about being Mexican.
Yeah.
Racial.
Oh, yeah,
Racial.
yeah.
I don't have knock jokes though because
Well, you're a racist.
nobody knocks anymore.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Nobody knocks anymore.
Nobody knocks anymore?
Nobody knocks anymore. The knock jokes are irrelevant. Nobody fucking knocks. When I got here, I didn't knock. I texted you, I'm here. Everybody does
You
that.
did. You did.
Yeah.
You was at the wrong door.
I was at the wrong door.
I watched a person knock just before you got here.
Really?
Yes.
That's probably because they didn't have
Shouts out
anybody's
Joshua.
number.
Shouts out Joshua, man. He was knocking. Yeah.
You know what
he was
people used to
knocking.
do?
I was like, he's gonna think that I think he's prowling, and I'll just roll it up. I was like, hey, bro. He was like, I ain't talking to you.
You know what people used to do before they were able to text I'm here, right? They still weren't knocking. People would, just roll up
You
and fucking
pull up at my
honk.
house and honk me to my door. Man, that's how we got
People
our
use-
name in the first place. Like, that's how we got our slur. Yeah.
Honkies? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Now
I know
that-
mine.
Now that I think about it, all my friends who still honk when they get to my place are white. Y'all are white.
It's in their. It's
And
in their.
like-
It's part of their heritage.
I just don't get it. It's like, bro, like you don't need to fucking announce to the entire
Yeah,
neighborhood that
yeah.
you're here, that you're.
Everybody's like, "Do I have asshole friends?" Everybody.
I had a friend. So a friend of mine drove me to the airport when I went out to LA a few weeks
Yeah.
ago. I left for the airport at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I did that for a friend of mine.
What do you think he fucking did when he got to my place? At 4 in the fucking morning.
honked?
Honked.
Dude, I would have made that person late. I would have made them late. I would have been like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I
but that
would've-
would have made me late.
No, well, okay.
But-
well,
But like, yeah, y'all need to cut that shit out, man. Text me. I'm
Yeah.
here, man.
yeah. Or knock on the door. We're still humans. We still live in a society. it's I don't know.
It
Anyway.
is. It's a society. It's not a great one, but it is a society.
Yeah. Well, you know what makes it bad? People.
People.
Yeah. So you're
Fucking people.
you're not just a comedian. You don't simply perform. You're also a producer.
Yeah.
And much credit to you on that, man. You have really towed the line. You were one of the first people doing shows, safety conscious shows.
We were the only. Me and Pickle.
Post COVID. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Me and Pickle
shouts
were the
out Pickle.
only ones doing shows during
And
the pandemic.
I was glad to be a part of that.
Dude, it was great having you.
It was, man. Really. I mean, we needed the outlet.
We did. And
and,
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care where my life goes.
Yeah.
I am forever going to remember how much fun it was freezing our asses off on the lake, on a
Dude.
fucking balcony, doing fucking comedy
Dude,
for
yeah.
people by bonfires
Yeah.
and in cars.
And in cars, man.
And
the
in cars, bro.
the drive-in aspect
drive-in
of
comedy.
it. Man, it was fucking great, bro. I'll never forget that night that doing that set.
Like, I remember,
Yeah.
I remember, like I was hosting, and then I said something, and then I just heard a honk,
Yeah.
and then that's when we all fucking realized.
Nah, that's
it's
not
like,
what happened, Jorge.
What
That ain't what happened, bro.
What happened?
So like 2 people went up before me, or 3 people went up before me, and nobody. There was all those cars there, but nobody really. There was only like 4 people around the fire.
Yeah.
And that wind was blowing. It was so fucking like I couldn't believe that they were around it. Y'all are gonna catch on fire.
Yeah, I thought people had
Yeah.
left.
And all those cars. Well, I'd been out there putting on layers, and I got that big fur coat out, man. I've been like I was in mittens. And yeah. No, when I'd gone out there and put all those extra clothes on, I'd noticed there were people sitting in the cars, and so yeah, like I've got the audio of it.
I just remember.
I said something, and I was like, "Yeah, what y'all think about it out there?" And they were like,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was like, you hear Kevin Little in the background. Wait a minute, there's people in the cars.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
'cause, like,
Who the fuck did y'all think I was playing for? These 4 stupid schmucks.
Dude, because the wind
Down
was
here about
fucking,
this fucking fight.
yeah,
No,
fucking
the people in the cars are my people.
I appreciate those people so much for sticking it out. 'Cause
Yeah.
it wasn't just freezing.
It was
like the
fucking
fucking
cold,
wind,
man.
dude. The wind was we were
Yeah.
right by the fucking
Yeah.
right there. But dude, yeah, so much fun. Like we
Yeah.
had so many people out there in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I thought they all left.
Yeah.
And then to
yeah,
just hear
nobody
cars,
realized that.
Nobody.
That there I was like,
And
God
then all
damn
of a
it.
sudden, they're
Where did y'all think
honking.
all those cars came from? Where did y'all think they came from?
But forever, dude, that is
Yeah.
going to be a core memory. And
Dude.
like the people that were involved in that.
Man, those lake parties.
some of the
were-
people
those-
that
those
I'm
were
cl-
fun.
yeah.
Those were fun.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were. Too
they-
bad. I'm sorry for David.
Yeah, yeah.
I know he didn't like all those people in his
David-
house.
David.
till dawn.
Yeah.
I don't know
David
what
till
I don't
dawn.
know. I don't know what he thought.
Yeah.
Like putting on a show in his own
Yeah.
place. Like
Well, he just, I mean, he extended more than he was ready to
he extended more than he knew he was going to
Yeah.
have to.
yeah.
But those were really good shows, and yeah, man,
They were a lot of fun, man.
And,
they were a lot of fun. I remember bringing that to y'all, and y'all were like, we'll look at it.
I think I was the only
Okay,
one
let's
who
go.
was all like, yeah.
Yeah, I was. It was like, what? Me, you, and AJ went out there. I guess the first
I
time.
think Pickle was there too.
Was he there? Was he there when we initially went? Not,
yeah.
like not for the show, but
No, to me.
Yeah,
I remember we all just went and hung out, and had beers on the porch.
Ended
and
up being a cool.
Byron was there.
Yeah. Okay.
Byron,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. It seems right.
And then like everybody was sort of like, yeah, it seems kind of cool. And then like me being me, who's always ready to just fucking take the lead, take charge, was like, yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking do it, man. And we did that for like 6 weeks.
I like you said. Take lead, take charge.
Bro, it's why I'm a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It's, again, another one of those things that I finally just realized about myself, and that I'm working on not being overbearing or
Yeah.
not steamrolling people, because that is something I know I
Yeah.
can do. But
Well,
I
look
like to
here,
take the lead,
Steamroller.
man.
Let's talk about the teacher,
Yeah.
the teacher in you, because I know that this haircut is not just for comedy, but you're also a musician as well,
Yes.
and you teach music. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I hesitate to say musician because like I haven't played. I mean, I guess I play in an orchestra, but like I haven't played in a
Yeah.
band in a long time.
And that is definitely musicianship. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, music has always been
Yeah.
a huge part of my life.
Right.
Man. It's one of those things that I always look back and I'm like, oh shit, if I had not done music, I probably wouldn't have graduated high school or middle school.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Well, it's one of those activities where it's like to participate, you got to keep a C average.
Yeah, well, and it takes a lot of time itself to learn. I mean, to learn music, it takes. It's not the phenoms get it. Like overnight, but I mean,
Nobody gets it overnight.
Yeah,
That
you know
is-
what I
yeah.
mean. They say an overnight
Yeah.
success takes 10 years.
Absolutely.
and
Or
I
longer, man.
well, yeah, but
You realize some
totally
of the-
believe
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I totally believe that. That makes absolute sense. No, yeah, you've been working at it.
I have been
haven't
working at
heard.
it.
I haven't heard of whoever, but just because they blew up doesn't mean they came from
Right.
nowhere.
Right.
That's
Most of these
that's a
people have been
crazy thought.
fucking doing it since they were children.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
But
love
you know,
music.
when things start to progress, they do it. It increases in
Yeah.
its rate.
Yeah.
Its rate of improvement. It really does. So yeah, how did you get into teaching though?
So I came out to So I was doing all right. I did my undergrad here at UNO in music education. So like for the longest time I knew that I wanted to be a music teacher.
Yeah.
So like way back when I was like 24, 25, 24, I went back to that's when I figured it out. Like I'm all like for like 6 years after high school, 8 years, I was all like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck life is about. I don't know what I partied.
You thought you did though.
I fucking partied. I had fun, but I was miserable inside, and I would have like little mini breakdowns, just and finally, I remember. Oh, I had broken my leg, and I had nothing to do for 3 months.
Oh.
And so in that time, I reflected a lot.
Yeah.
And I just thought about the last 6, 7 years, 8 years, and I'm like, what do I do? What am I doing with my life? And I realized music was the only thing after I graduated high school that had been steady. I had always been playing with friends. I'd been in a couple of bands. And I realized that like when friends asked me to teach them something, I would just ramble. I would just go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's it. That's what it is. That's what I want to do, And I went to community college, transferred out here to UNO, did my undergrad in music education, and then went into my master's for conducting. And then at the time, I had been in the class that I teach now.
Yeah.
And my boss was just like, "Hey, man, my schedule's too full. You've been sitting in. Do you want to teach the class?" And I just fell into it, man.
That's what's up.
Teaching a rock band at the university level.
Yeah.
has
That's
been-
that's pretty crazy.
It is amazing.
It's
dude.
wild that even exists.
I know.
I mean,
know.
and I mean, honestly, like I hate to even say this, but I mean, there was a time when a guy with a red mohawk would have been looked at crazy on the university, as
absolutely.
faculty on a university campus.
Absolutely.
So like, hey, man, the society is making moves. Like
It is, but
it is.
I gotta say, shout out to my
Society.
friends, like society. No, like it was really my friends, Wes and Frank, who are musicians,
That's what's
really
up.
good musicians in
Yeah.
the city. We were in college together, and they started the class.
Really?
They approached a faculty member, Brent Rose. They're like, "Hey, man, can we like do something else?" And they started it. I joined that class like 2 semesters later. I was in it for a couple years, and then
That's cool, man.
And, like,
That's a cool story. Shouts out to those guys.
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah.
And like now, when people ask me how is it, I'm all like, it feels like someone literally sat down and was like, "Hey, what kind of job would Jorge like?"
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Let's do that. He's got the perfect hair for it. Like, fucking yeah, man.
And yeah, man, I've now been doing this 5 5 years I've been teaching now.
Damn, that's
and
cool,
it has
bro.
been one of the greatest joys
Yeah.
of my life.
Yeah,
man.
you'd be like mad tenured here before long.
Oh, but
Yeah.
music is another one of those things exactly like comedy, where it's
Yeah.
like I don't need it to go anywhere. I don't.
So
need,
how long
you
have you
know,
been playing music?
A lot longer than I want to say for how good I am. I'm a very mediocre.
You're a
player.
teacher, bro.
Well, I have
Those
a
who
lot,
can't do.
I have a lot of knowledge, but I have a lot of knowledge, but like I always found it hard to sit down and practice.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Yeah, I hear
okay.
you.
I'm an okay player, but I'm not fucking amazing. And I've been playing since I was 10.
Hey, man, you're better than you think you are. The Roots are okay players.
Yeah. But it's not hard to play reggae.
That- I hate that. I should that should have been directed at James at Pop Jermaine, but because that reference was lost on you. That it was lost.
It was lost, man.
What? James is back there muttering. He's
Oh,
doing
shit,
the same thing.
James.
He's doing the same.
James is back
Pop
there.
doing the same thing
Oh,
in the
shit,
booth.
Pop.
I didn't say anything about country. Wow. Bitter ass black man right there. That is one.
Yo, I will say,
if Pop Jermaine
Pop
was
is
coffee,
bitter.
if Pop Jermaine was coffee, the rest of his roast team represents the amount of milk it would take for any of them to be able to drink his ass. That's what's. Yeah. You glad I'm out of that battle, huh? I was a problem.
I love you, Pop.
Love you, Pop. You take back that racist comment. You
Pop loves being racist. You're never going to get him to take that shit back.
we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jorge, you damn racist. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So what you got coming up?
So I do. So right now I do every Saturday. I host Jinx, the Jinx Bar and Grill at the end of the French Market.
Yeah.
Saturdays 8 p.m. It's a showcase, and then we do an open mic after. So that's every Saturday. Y'all come down to that. But,
Yeah, always a lot of fun.
Oh, so much
Always
fun,
a lot of
dude.
fun. Real receptive
those
audience.
shows have been growing and growing, and like we just pack out the house every night.
Yeah,
and-
well, hopefully we'll get them out the doors before long.
yeah. So I do that every Saturday. Every Thursday, I do guest spots at Ha-Ha's and Tatas
Yeah.
at Jinx as well.
Yeah. And you got me coming up on those.
Yeah,
You got me
yeah.
coming up the 27th and the September 8th.
Yeah,
thank you
that's
for the
another fun
spot.
show. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I love you. You've got spots on all my shows
Oh, thank
anytime I
you.
do anything.
Thank you. I
know that.
appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
But Ha-Ha's and Tatas is every Thursday, 8:30, also at Jinx, and it's burlesque and comedy.
Uh-oh.
That's just fun.
Oh, dropping.
no.
Yeah. Yep.
Good thing it's out. I'm fucking
Oh,
saving
okay.
that shit.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Okay.
So and then let's see, what else do I do? Every third or last Friday, you just look out for it. I have a website.
What is that website?
Jorge Velazquez Comedy.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or you
Full
can,
blown website. You got a grown man's website.
I got a fucking website.
All right, a
that
grown
takes you to
person's-
all the
grown
things I
person's
have.
website.
You can also just go to my Instagram and hit the link tree.
Mm-hmm.
But every either third or fourth Friday of the month, we're at
What's that
McKinley's.
Instagram?
Oh, Jorge Velazquez _.
Okay. All right.
And really, if you just type in Jorge, I'm usually one of the first ones to pop up.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. I'm just playing.
How the hell? Because
that only-
I know that there's
No,
more
it's
than
just-
one of you.
It's so funny. People are like surprised. They're like, "Oh, you're the first one." And I'm like, "That's just because our phones are next to each other."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, every
It's
last
intuitive, those things.
yeah. Every last Friday of the month, we are at McKinley's in Harahan.
Uh-huh.
We do the Rivertown Comedy Showcase.
Yeah, you can have me on that
Bro, come on out this Friday.
this Friday.
Yeah, do a guest spot.
If I'm in town, I will.
It's an interesting crowd. It's a Harahan crowd.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's a lot of comedians who I would love to give spots to on that, but
Uh-huh.
I'm like, this is a weird show.
Yeah.
It's their temperament, the things that they like are So
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean that tests a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
That's also true.
And the thing is like you put him in the spot, and this is what I love about Red Bean. Shout out Red Bean.
I love Red.
Is that he would put you in positions that he thought you could handle,
Yeah.
and you will either rise to that occasion, or you will adjust, and he will let you know.
Yeah.
He will let, if you don't know, he's going to tell you, and you know.
Yeah.
And man, you can't. There's not enough of that.
There
Yeah.
isn't. Also, why I
So,
love Jinx.
yeah.
On Saturdays, it is a fun show, really
Yeah.
fun, but it can be a rough crowd.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, so,
And
like,
finicky.
Very
Yeah.
finicky,
Yeah.
but always fun when
Yeah.
you find what they like. And so I love putting comics on there. And
Well, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
doing it for sure, man. For sure. Anything else you wanna plug or promote?
I have a podcast,
Uh-huh.
Funny Talks with Funny Fucks.
Yeah.
I'm currently on break from that. I feel like my entire schedule rolls with the semester.
Well, I mean,
Once-
there's nothing wrong with that, man.
Nah.
They've got a schedule figured out.
Yeah,
you know?
well, because also I haven't put out an episode. I haven't even finished editing the last episode
Yeah.
with Troy.
Yeah.
But the next one's coming. Funny Talks with Funny Fucks.
Yeah.
Other than that, just like go to my Instagram at Jorge Velazquez @ Jorge Velazquez _ You can always see everything that I'm doing there. I got my link tree, and yeah, man, just if you've got a show, fucking, I would love to work with you because
That's
this
what's
is
up.
just so much
Well,
fun, man.
Speaking of shows, I do have one coming up. Starting, this will be the first show that I've actually self-produced, at the Poorhouse. Yeah, at
okay.
Poorhouse in the CBD,
wrong
called Gun
Poorhouse.
Control. This will be a show in the spirit of the Tomato Show. Like
What is that? Like
you know,
throwing
Yeah,
tomatoes?
except we're gonna have Nerf
Beignets?
dart guns,
Oh.
foam dart guns.
People are gonna take
I'll
those
do
home.
so. It's gonna be a list, 7 comedians that be picked from sign-ups,
Yeah,
lottery style.
Yeah.
7 comedians, 7-minute sets.
hell yeah.
Audience participation decides who survives by shooting a comedian. We will give you gun and access to ammo. Just
I'm looking forward
full
to it,
disclosure, Nerf darts. And we're
Hell
not
yeah.
to leave your straps at the fucking house. We will give you your gun. Or take yours off of you. So,
And it's every Thursday.
yeah,
Wednesday.
It'll be every Wednesday starting September 14th.
Cool. I'm gonna be there, man.
I'm hoping to get comedy, comedian interest in it, man, because it's I feel like it's a good way to build a more intimate. If you're deciding
Yeah.
what comedian is moving on, so
Right.
that's the whole thing. Is the winner of the night, person with the least amount of darts shot at them at the end of the night survives, cash prize,
Hell yeah.
invited back for a 20-minute set at the end of the month with the rest of the survivors for a show called Survival Skills.
bro,
So
I'm
gun
gonna do
control
that
and
'cause
survival skills, man. I think it'll be a good thing.
I will be there because I have a fucking killer 20-minute set.
That's what's up. That's
So
what's up.
I will be there fucking aiming for that spot.
Yeah,
By the way,
man.
speaking of time, I forgot to mention, this is something I don't advertise, but the open mic every
Mm-hmm.
night, every Friday, the open mic at Jinx
Yeah.
on Saturdays after the showcase is a 10-minute mic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Word.
It is a
That's what's
10-minute
up.
mic. We have limited
I thought you were
spots.
just being nice to me.
Well, I am because I give you extra time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I give
thank
you more than 10, but
Thank
it is a
you.
10-minute
Word.
mic.
It goes by so quick.
It's limited, but like
It goes
it's.
by so fast.
I want to give comics a mic to finally start stretching out. the
Yeah,
5-minute
man.
Sets.
That's really the point of this thing with the 20-minute, giving them a 20-minute set, because I'm
Yeah.
only giving them 7 to begin with.
Yeah.
Because I sure don't want to like burn any material for if somebody might be coming back to see them do a 20-minute set.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn the material, but we also need. Dude, we're part of that class now. We are that class of comedians that we've got a bunch of us that need that time to stretch out.
Yeah.
So the more of those we get, man, the more that we can fill them, that speaks volumes to our scene, man.
Yeah,
That
dude.
We've got
I
a
love-
lot of 20, 30, 45-minute comedians.
Yeah, we do.
rolling. I
we
mean,
have a lot of
yeah.
people who can do a
Yeah.
good amount of time and
Yeah.
kill it the whole time.
That's what's up.
And that's what I was saying, man. New Orleans is a place to come and fucking work on your craft and then fucking refine it and then take it out.
That's right.
Take it out, man.
That's right.
Go to other fucking cities.
Hopefully, we'll all just push each other out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
Well, isn't that the dream? Like
Centrifugal force,
yeah,
man.
It's a fucking
Centrifugal force.
rotation, man.
And how about that? This motherfucker mentioned callbacks and then ended the conversation right where it began. Good
fucking
job, dude. You
callback,
fucking
man.
right on. Jorge,
Brandon.
thanks for coming in, man.
Dude,
Thank you for
Thank you for having me.
we almost tore the set down right at the end. We made it this far, now we're destroying shit
Brandon,
rockstar style.
Dude, I fucking love you so much.
Dude, love
man.
you too, Jorge.
I think you are fucking hilarious. But aside from that, dude, I just love you as a person.
No,
man.
thank you, man.
I love
Thank you,
hanging
man.
with you.
I do too. I feel the same way, bro.
Yeah,
I've watched you persevere professionally, and personally. And man, I got a lot of respect for you trudging through some of the shit you've trudged through, bro. So
Yeah, thanks,
I'm glad to have you here. Thank
It's
you for
been
coming
hard,
on.
but I'm glad
Yeah.
to be here in every sense.
Hell yeah! You're not trying to cry before we close out, are you? You trying to? 'Cause
No,
I mean,
no.
after
I'm trying.
after we can go sit on the couch, man, and
I have my therapy appointment this Sunday.
hell yeah!
I've
She's
got
like,
my-
I'm just trying to make it till the end. Yeah.
You know, I'm just
I'm
trying
under the influence of SSRIs.
man, I'm under the influence of life
Hell yeah, man.
and lots of pot.
That shit is hard, bro. That shit is hard.
Yeah, but you know what?
yeah.
It's gonna end someday. So I'm just like, fuck.
Hey,
it.
man, that's the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the beginning. Do you remember before you were born?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't? You don't? Wait, you guys don't? Never
No,
mind.
it's a serious question.
No, I don't. Man, I
Yeah,
don't fucking even.
that's
I don't
death.
even remember yesterday.
That's death.
I know.
That's the crazy part.
No, because the crazy part is that I know they're trying to cut it.
Yeah. The crazy.
The crazy part is death is the opposite. Is not even fucking being aware that you were ever born. As
Yeah,
opposed to
you were never aware that you were born before. Exactly.
I love you.
I love you too. Guys, thank y'all for checking out Under the Influencers.
Thank you guys.
Shouts out Grimtown.
How much longer did we go than you wanted to?